Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Let's get into the Game 4 Minnesota Timberwolves and Dallas Mavericks. Will we get another repeat of yesterday where we have a 4-game sweep and we get to the finals a little bit earlier this season? Well, time will tell, and let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And first, let's recap today's or yesterday's picks, mind you. Okay, but before we do, make sure you all are subscribed to this channel. Smash that like button, and please let me know what you guys will be betting in the comments down below. All right, now this is one where I want to talk about yesterday. We almost swept the board completely. I did have a 3-point over 3-pointers parlay that had 2 legs, and we needed one more 3 from the likes of Al Horford, and we would have swept the board completely, but able to get it done. We had the Pacers, we had Nembhard over, we had Miles Turner over 3s, and I think maybe one other one, but it was a very strong day in the NBA, which was good because the NBA, NHL, they've been cashing, but baseball's been rough lately, so we're going to stay the course. I'm going to give you guys my best bets. I have 4 best bets, and I'm going to have 2 leans into a couple of the props that I thought would be almost on my card, and they just came very short of making it. So 4 bets for me today. Let's get into it, and let's get into the picks. So first thing, we're going to look into the odds jam, look at the overall markets. You can see what we're looking at within the Timberwolves. Slight underdogs, okay, plus 110, okay, as we're seeing in the market. And that number opened up at plus 136. So a lot of buying into the T-Wolves on plus money. Also, we're looking at the Mavs. Best number available is you could get a -1 at minus 125, which is very similar, honestly, to just taking the money line. If you can find these minus 117s out there, or even minus 120s on Bet365, and that's kind of where I'll be at within this bet. Okay. So we are going to lean towards taking Dallas. I am going to bet Dallas. I'm going to get into why. But first, let's talk about the total a little bit. Okay, 210 is what we're seeing. Personally, I like the over. I would lean towards the over. But in these kind of games, and you saw this last night within the Boston Pacers game, right? Everything starts to shrink and get real tight in the fourth quarter. So looking to possibly get into a live under. We'll wait for that. We could be betting the under live. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of where I'm at within that bet. And let's get into the picks. Okay, so I'm not going to pull it up on the screen. I'm just kind of go on and ramble about them. This is what we're looking at. We have the first bet that we're going to be making is the Dallas money line. Okay, we are going to be taking them. I've got into the kind of situation where, there's a couple things that bother me right now. Right, I was personally on the Wolves, not really understanding the love, but I've talked to you guys about this in previous videos. The Wolves were built, right, by the Denver GM to build the Nuggets, all right? Not so much to beat any other team. And within this kind of monster that we got going on with it, within the Dallas Mavericks, I think that you have to understand something too. Kyrie Irving in closeout games, I think, is undefeated. So that is a very glaring statistic. Talking about bets that almost made my card, Kyrie Irving was one where I looked into his points and assist market, okay? And I just couldn't get there. I couldn't get there with the points. I think it's something where this is a Kyrie game. I could see them pulling up a little bit. But I do think you have to understand something. They are going to try to close them out today, 100%. There's no doubt about it, okay? I think this is going to be different in a sense where I thought we saw last night. We saw the Pacers have that edge, right? Have that edge where we thought that they were going to possibly win, and then all of a sudden, boom, we were going to get, a Game 5. Boston pulled up a little bit, but we didn't get it, and Boston did it in 4. And now Dallas, I think they close it out at home. I really, truly do. I know the numbers and the money is all kind of on Minnesota a little bit, but I'm kind of in this situation where I think Minnesota, Anthony Edwards is needing oxygen. I've seen he's 22 years old, jumping over people. He needs oxygen. I mean, I don't know. I just don't get down with that. He's a killer. He's a cold, bad man when it comes to playing basketball. But I just don't think it's enough. I think that the way Dallas is playing defense with all the ambushes, so on and so forth, I really truly like the Mavericks in this spot. Okay, so let's get into a couple props. I do want to show you guys a little bit too about the guys. We'll go over first the guys that almost made the card. Okay, so Kyrie, 33 points, right? 3 and 4. So when I do this, I kind of look at it from a different perspective. So I'm going to add the rebounds and assists together. So Kyrie had 33 and 7, 20 and 10, 30 and 9, and 22 and 5. So our floor in this would be, in the last 4 games, our floor would be 27, and our ceiling is at 40. So that variance where we get to that number within Kyrie, and I'm going to pull it up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Points, rebounds, and assists, courtesy of Odds Jam, so we get the best numbers available. This is where we're going to look at Kyrie. Over 32.5, and I just think that number is just right where it needs to be. It might be a touch too high. I do think this is a Kyrie game. I like this in the fact that if you think Kyrie is going to go over his points, bet it. I think that's where the money is, right? If he gets 33 points, you're good. You're good as gold. If he gets 30, it's good as gold. So maybe more value in taking Kyrie alternate point scoring in 30, but I think this is a Kyrie game. We're going to bet a little differently, but I just saw what happened last night within, pulling up in the fourth quarter. I think this one goes a little closer to the vest. So look for that to happen, and just barely miss making the card. Okay, a couple other ones I want to talk about is we will have official plays, and I am going to pull it up on your screen for you guys. We are going to be taking Karl Anthony Towns under 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Fading Cat. Didn't think I'd be doing this, but he's just not shooting the ball well. Shooting sub 30. We're going to be taking the under 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I do know that we have basically that, the injury for Lively being out. I think that, we're going to see an uptick in a couple things statistically, but with Lively being out, definitely opens up more rebounds for Cat. Will Gobert get more rebounds? That will be another angle. I'm sure his numbers have jumped a little bit, and that's kind of a bigger handicap, but I truthfully just don't think it matters. I think Dallas is just shooting the ball too well. I think they look to get it done at home. They're not going to try to screw around, and I look for them to sell out and get the W. All right, so it is what it is. We are going to be using that Lively injury to our advantage, taking the Daniel Gafford over 11.5 points, minus 112. I like that as well. And then also the final bet on the card will be Luka, triple-double, plus 370. We've been betting this all series. Cashed a big ticket at plus 475. The kiosk actually didn't even take my money because it's something where I think they had a lot of exposure to. And now that number has dropped from plus 475 to plus 370, best number available. And it's on that line where it's almost not a value play, but I'll throw a half unit on it just in case. Luka has been getting pretty darn close to that. I've bet it pretty much every series. He had 3 triple-doubles in a row against the Thunder, and I just think that maybe tonight he gets the rebounds up, has to play a little bit more down low, and that way he can dish and rock as well, and we get home very easily within that triple-double. I think that's also kind of why we're seeing that number drop too, is because of the Lively injury. So that's where I'm at. Those are my best bets. I am all over the Dallas money line. That price is minus 120 that you can find, just so you guys know. I'll put that in there on your screen. But thank you guys for watching. Let's keep the momentum running in the NBA. Please remember to subscribe on your way out. Smash that like button, and please turn on that notification bell because I may go live later on in the day. We'll see what happens, see how my afternoon progresses. I am off work today, full disclosure, so there is a chance always. Also, make sure you hop on over to the Discord where we have a lot of cool people just hashing it out, talking sports every single day. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your picks. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.